Happy birthday, Gemini, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. I certainly hope that you guys are already starting to enjoy your birthday period. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions here. We're going to have a discussion um, this evening, and I'm going to be using the discussion is going to be solely on your relationships, but I'm going to be using a new deck today. Okay, I've had this deck for some time, but I've just finally located it. So I'm just going to give you some messages, Gemini, after having shuffled up these cards here to just give you some messages that Spirit would like you to know here. And I'm making this reading valid until the end of next month, okay? Keep in mind, Gemini, that this reading may not resonate for each and every one of you out there. So just take whatever resonates and just simply toss that does not resonate. Okay? So, Spirit, what messages would you like Gemini to know regarding their romantic situation and or relationships? And this is a general reading, ladies and gentlemen, so keep in mind. So I'm going to go on and just share with you a few messages that Spirit would like to share with you, okay? And something that you might want to consider kind of absorbing as you move forward, particularly until from now until the end of next month. So let's see here. Okay, all right, so let's see what we have in the way of the bottom card first. All right. Mm. We have babies are thinking and attracting before they are speaking. Okay? So what this message is kind of indicating, Gemini, is that even though you are only months old in your physical body, because of course we know that you are, in fact, older than that, you are very old and you're a wise creator and you're focused on powerful things here. So people tend to often assume that because a child is not yet offering words, and some of you guys even to this card might be relating in a sense that some of you might even be pregnant and you're wondering about your baby here. All right. But people often assume here, just to, complete what I was saying, that because a child is not yet offering words, a child could not be the center of its own experience. But it is Spirit's promise to you, Gemini, that no one else is really creating your experience, okay? So, children emanate vibrations, which are the reasons for what they attract, even from their time of birth. So some of you, like I said, you may be focusing on a child, or you may be, some of you may be even pregnant, or you're just, this is a message your spirit wants you to know here. All right. Spirit wants you to know that your varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. Okay. So what this card is saying is that when you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your own vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behaviors of others really adds to this balance that you see in the well-being of your planet, even if they may have offered behavior that you do not approve of, it shows here that you really don't have to participate in their unwanted behavior. And this includes the behaviors of people with whom you are dealing romantically. And you should not, okay? Unless you really give your attention to it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you really become a bit more willing to allow others to live as they choose. So surrender uh, your desire to control people. It seems what this card is kind of suggesting, okay? And then you have, I feel that a lot of you are involved in a situation where you're wondering or you're vacillating quite a bit whether you should leave or whether you should stay here. Okay? So this is it's very empowering, ladies and gentlemen, to really discuss your patterns of thoughts. Okay? But you have to understand that your patterns of thought certainly do not have to follow your current situation. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, your current situation can change. You have to embrace change, you know? And the spirit is suggesting that, it seems that they're not really recommending taking perhaps the physical action of really perhaps leaving a relationship, because I feel that this might be an existing situation that you guys are in without deliberately coming into thought alignment with the new desires that ladies and gentlemen, they've been born out of your current relationship, and then whether you stay in this relationship or decide to move on to another, you can certainly have exactly what your heart desires, all right? But you need to also ask yourself, why do you want the relationship here? You have to really get clear about why you want it, okay? Really think about what you want in the way of a relationship and why you want it. Some of you might consider looking for those or looking or taking a peek at for at those around you who are really experiencing in your head a good relationship, and those who feel very appreciative about having them. You might consider making lists of the positive aspects of those good feelings relationships you have spent time. In fact, one of the fastest ways, ladies and gentlemen, to make your way to a real wonderful relationship is to try to find any subject that really consistently feels good, even if it has nothing to do with your relationship. All right? And try to focus on that a bit more. Okay? Understand that the Spirit is saying that everything is always working out for you, despite appearances to the contrary. Nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always, ladies and gentlemen, helping you to really clarify what it is that you want. And that is simply the thing that Spirit really wants you to remember most of all. And the contrast here, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how it looks at this given moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. Okay? Because the things that you call things going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance, ladies and gentlemen, that this card is saying between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. Okay? Spirit wants you to start understanding that you certainly can praise abundance wherever and whenever you see it here. Okay? I feel that if, included, of course, in having a harmonious type relationship, you want money. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are seeking financial well being for yourself, you must praise it wherever you see it. If you would like more abundance for yourself personally or for someone with whom you are dealing, someone that you certainly care deeply, okay, you must not criticize those who are experiencing abundance here, okay? Don't feel that you have to compare yourself and don't, because your abundance and what God has for you might be totally more than what they have for someone else. Because certainly when you criticize or condemn or push against anything, you activate an imposing vibration to what you seek. Simply every time here. No exceptions, Gemini. Okay, understand too that the most important relationship that you have, it is with the source. Okay? There is no relationship, Gemini, of greater importance to achieve than the relationship between you and your physical body right here, right now, and the soul, the source, ladies and gentlemen, God from which you have come. Okay? If you kind of tend to that relationship, first and foremost, you're going to then and only then have the stable footing to really proceed into other relationships. Understand, Gemini, that your relationship with your own body, with money, with your parents, children, grandchildren, and your world will all fall easily into alignment once you tend to this fundamental relationship first. Okay? And I'm going to give you two more messages with these cards. Okay? Understand that there are many right ways for you to behave. Okay? It is possible to live upon this planet, Spirit is saying, Gemini, with large numbers of other beings who believe and really behave in a variety of ways. But the way they are behaving will be in peace. So when you are able to really focus in such a way as to allow your alignment with source, okay? even though others are kind of choosing to behave differently than what many of you are striving to be or deciding to choose, then you will truly be free from the bondage, ladies and gentlemen, of attempting the impossible task of getting everyone to agree on one right way. Okay? Because certainly one right way would certainly lead to endedness. Okay? Many right ways allow eternal expansion. Keep that in mind. Okay? And last but not least, Gemini, your relationships are supposed to feel good. Understand that. Okay? Your life is supposed to, be harmonious. Before your birth, Gemini, you knew that the primary component of your physical experience that would offer the greatest value for your personal and collective expansion and joy would, in fact, be the relationships that you would experience with each other. It was your plan to really relish the diversity of your relationships, and that's why you have come to understand that you guys have had multiple partners. And for many of you, you may have had partners of various lifestyles, okay? And to choose from them the details that really would make up your creations. And Gemini, here you are, okay? So this is what I have with these cards. I just want to go on and close out with you guys, just leaving you with another message here from my postcard from Spirit, keeping in line with the messages that are meant for you, okay? And this is a message that Spirit will like me to share with you. And again, this message, this reading is valid until the end of next month here. So, Spirit, what additional message would you have for me to share with Gemini? Okay, let's see here. What additional messages would you like me to share with Gemini? Okay, here we go. I'm going to go on and read the message as is, Gemini. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pays off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to a higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. Okay? So, Geminis, this is what I have for you for this reading. I'm going to be posting more readings. In fact, I'm going to be posting more of the sex readings that are going to be coming up. And since it's your birthday, I'm going to be giving you a little treat with those readings. Okay? So, be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. Tap that bell so that you can see these readings as I post them. Okay? I'll be certainly happy to hear your comments. And if you like a more personal reading, you can definitely contact me at will.brown@WAT Consulting Inc. And all of that information will be provided in the description box. Okay? Enjoy your evening. Thanks a lot.